The US presidential candidate Donald Trump seems to be raising India bogey quite a bit. Here's the latest. India charges with a smile. The US elections are finding references to and in India. The latest is from presidential candidate Donald Trump himself, who has said that US and he have a great relationship with India and that Prime Minister Modi is a great leader. But they charge hefty when it comes to import duty. I'm being joined at this point by Vibhuti Jha, who's an ex-Republican candidate for New York Assembly, Sanjay Jha, who's an author, Arun Kumar Rai, who's with the everfastfreight, as well as Manish Bariyar, who's a political analyst. Thank you very much, all four of you, for joining us. Arun Kumar, how do you look at this between the entire politics and what seems to be the back and forth between two countries? One that has going into elections, one has just finished elections. There are state elections that are going to come in. Maharashtra, of course, has huge, it will have resonance with Maharashtra as well because of the manufacturing and the production and so on and so forth. But nonetheless, I want to ask you, as somebody who's part of this industry, how do you look at the tariff rates that India imposes? Is it exceptionally high? How does India look at it? How do various sectors across the industries look at it?
Of course, there are a few commodities wherein India imposes a bit higher duties or tariffs. But there is a reason, and everyone knows the reason, that it's to protect the domestic industry, employment, and number of other things. Per se, wine and whiskey and automobiles, these are the two sectors wherein US feels that they are being hit below the belt. But as when you started, you had also highlighted number of commodities wherein the US also imposes higher tariffs to protect their domestic producers. And I think it's fair for countries imposing higher tariffs because they have their own interests. And going by that,
so are you? I mean, is it going to be a cause of concern for you? Is it going to be a cause of concern for you and those who are part of this industry in India?
See, the worrisome players would be the exporters to US, right? As Mr. Manish highlighted, in recent past, the generalized system of preference was revoked by US. So those things were carried out. It didn't have much of effect because it's ultimately what I want as a consumer. If they impose the duties,
right,
ultimately things which are easily earned, easily available and at a lower price would be expensive. So ultimately that need to be considered. Right. And as far as India is concerned, we have been very clear about our tariff policies for automobiles. You want your product, come and make in India, right? And then recently, Government of India gave that leverage to Tesla. Right, there were certain conditions agreed upon, and you come make here, and there are certain conditions, like $500 million investment, and within 3 years you have to produce here, and the rate of duty is 15%. Whereas for other cars and all, certain valuation, the duty is 100%, and say $40,000 US, and if the value is lower than that, the duty is 60%. So India is giving a level playing field.
Thank you for your time. But as I said, I'm sure this is not the last time we are hearing of this. There are still days and some very tightened, hyper campaign days left for US. Impact with India possibly very clearly visible. Thank you very much for joining us.